Hello my lovelies, Rob here from Kickback Garage. I am having a monstrosity of a nightmare on this TV2 175 build. More about that after the intro. Messing around with these cameras, batteries going flat.
Markerte det med regn. Alle sprang I lag og ville komme under tak. Ingen av oss merket at du hadde falt ifra. Hvorfor valgte du å dra? Hvem I faen kunne se den komme? Da høsten tok over, sa vi hadde bra til av sommer.
Right, the nightmare I am having on this scooter is, apart from the fact that I've used ages on this and I still haven't got an engine in the frame, which is so annoying. What I discovered was, what I was having problems with is trying to fit the rear mudguard. Now I really didn't understand why the rear mudguard wouldn't fit, because it's the original one that's just been to paint. There was like no obvious dents or anything like that on the mudguard itself. And what I decided to do, I just couldn't offer it up into the back of the scooter here. And on further inspection, I thought I'd fit the panel to see what was going on with the frame loop. And I suspect some idiot has dropped the frame on this side of the loop, because it's now about 1.5 centimeters shorter than it was when I sent it off to paint. So either it's been stored on its arse, or someone has actually physically dropped it. And I suspect this was before paint, because I cannot see any blemishes, any marks, nothing at all to no telltale signs, as you would, as why this thing is bent. But it is definitely bent. Now I've got a couple of pictures. I'll throw up a picture here. You can see this is Tourid, my beloved LI 150. And if you look at the back of the panel there compared to the back of the scooter, you can see that the back end of the scooter sticks out about 1 centimetre, 1.5 centimetres. And then I'll throw over the photo of the TV 175 Series 2 that I'm doing here, and you will see that the panel is completely flush with the frame, and that is not good, because the panel does not fit into the groove on the frame. So it's just hanging, flapping around there right on the back. And I've got another photo, I'll throw that up here as well. You can see here there's about 1 centimetre of gap between the end of the panel when it's sat flush on the rest of the loop into the groove where it's supposed to sit, and it's supposed to sit pretty tight. So this is me trying to attempt to bend the back of the frame back where it should be. Now I've done all sorts of weird and wonderful things here, but I don't have that much equipment in the garage when it comes to bending metals back. So what I've basically done, as you can see, I've got the frame sitting on a scooter center box. I have straps from the engine mount, because I really don't want to bend the struts, from the engine mount to Professorisk, what's it called? Professorisserie. great language barrier thing there. Anyway, I put some hooks on the lifting bench itself, lifting table itself, and I am using my 1-ton little jack stand there. And the good news is, I have I've been sort of working at this for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I've given up. But there is some glimmer of hope here, because the last attempt that I made at pushing the frame back into the place, or pulling it back into place, push or pull, whatever you choose as your fancy, then the panel now fits without the gap. It's not tight, so but it is getting there. So there is some promise, and the rear mudguard does almost fit in the back of the frame. So we're talking about another 0.5 centimetre here. The problem is, I have to press it out further than that 0.5 centimetre. And it's all very, very sketchy, this is, but we're going to have to give this a go, and hopefully by the end of tonight, I've been doing it in, that's the annoying thing, I've been doing it in sections. I'm not sure how far I can push it or pull it, so I've been sort of setting my bench up like this, and then I've been removing the box, fitting the panels, and offering up the mudguard between every time I try and push it out. So this is a long, painstaking process, and I probably could get more brutal with it, but there is no cracks, chips, or anything, any sign of the paint giving away, because what I really want to do, and what I really want to avoid doing, should I say, is sending this frame back to the painter after I've buggered up the paint. But and it's really only that little quarter hind part there on the panel that is, you can see it goes completely vertical, exaggerated by the fact that it's on the box there. But that's not the right angle. So, and it was completely impossible to see before I started fitting the panel. Anyway, stop jabbering, get some work done. Now, I'm not sure you can see this, but this, when I activate my lifting device with my ratchet, then it sort of goes at a funny angle. So I have to put my foot on the bottom end here just to keep it a little bit stable. And in between jack and the frame, where the what's it called? These panel hooks sit. I've got a piece of block of wood, and I haven't marred any paint yet. So if I'm gonna mar any paint, I'm gonna do that now. I just have to move that out of the way so I don't destroy it, I think. And then it's a case of just jacking it up. Jacking it up, isn't that something rude? So as you can see, the rear end is moving. Oh, it's so scary, just waiting for this hole. It's gonna go skew whiff. So that's about where I want it. But the problem is, I've jacked it up there before, and then it just sort of, the metal just springs back into its unoriginal bent position again. So then I have to go even further. So I'm gonna push this basically as far as I dare. The last time I tried this, my straps were loosening. It just wasn't being able to withhold the pressure. Oh, it's pretty scary to tell the truth. If this flicks up, it's going to break my leg or something, but yeah. I think I'll let it back down again and see if I can fit the mudguard. See how far I've got on it. As you can see, maybe, is when I wind it back again, the frame sort of follows suit. You have to ease that out. That's an annoying thing. I have to do all this back and forth. Let's see if I can fit the mudguard. This is a Repro one. I've got Handley lying around. Yep, and as I thought, I have to take off the straps and I have to move the box to be able to see if I can get this to line up again. That is so annoying. That's why it's taking such a long time. So that's the test fit of the panel, something I've done 100 times now. It's almost there, not quite, and the mudguard is still quite a bit of quite a bit off, probably about 3 or 4 millimeters. What I can see now is this end is starting to meet with the runner where it sits, but this is not. So I'm gonna have to do some more brutalities, I think, to get this sorted. So give me another 5 or 10 goes, and we might be on home ground. But it's definitely moving. It's definitely a bit of a success. We'll keep at it. I'm not sure how far I should push my luck on this, but it now fits. Obviously impossible for you to see there, but I've got about 2 millimeters off the rear bracket when I place it on the front bracket. So it now fits without the rubber buffer. So I still need that much distance, which is about half a centimetre. So I've still got a short way to go. Not sure how much I want to push my luck, to tell you the truth. If it means that I have to cut down this rubber to half the size, then I think that would be good. No signs of cracking of the paint yet, but let's crack on a bit more. Yes! Right, well, oh, I actually managed to fix it. That is just amazing. I have not buckled the frame, but I did do what I did say that I thought I'd have to do, and I cut down the rubber that fits in between the frame. Where are you? In there. In between the frame and on the mudguard there. I cut that down, and I actually glued it into place on the back side there instead of fixing it through the holes, which is the normal way to do it, but it does not detract from the rest of the build. And anyway, nobody will ever notice this, and it's not like I'm throwing this out on the internet, is it? Right, I'm just so chuffed. What that means is I can fit the engine, and then we're going to start doing some cabling and stuff like that. And what else I've got to do? Yep, lots of little things that I need to do. And I have to send some things off for paint. But all about that in the next one. Unless the next one is about my new lambretta rear shock, which is coming. It might be. I made that video ages ago. I'm just waiting for the shop to give me the thumbs up. And like the shop. If you like this sort of stuff, give me the thumbs up. Don't forget, if you don't subscribe, something like 70% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channels. Please do that. Do the old subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ra!